A microphone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Microphone check. Testing audio levels. How are you doing? Expecting a better opening, but what are you going to do? This market always does the opposite. Like if it's up on the weekend, up before the market, goes the other direction. A lot of, you know, news. We had some news this weekend. Trump came to some agreements, whether they're good or bad. I don't freaking know. Like, what's it matter? The stock market was already at all time highs. Stock market went down because Trump did some tariffs and it went up, went to new all time highs, and then come to some agreements. Oh, you expect it to go higher? Yeah, actually, especially crypto. Damn it. Really expected ETH. Really expected to wake up and see ETH be $4,000 plus this morning. Getting a little frustrated. Keep looking at my balance and I'm just like, ugh. I should have kept my Coinbase covered calls on, but nope, little bitch. Robinhood. I think if I would have kept those covered calls on, I'd be making more money today. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. Bad boys. Had a pretty good weekend. Y'all have a good weekend? Went too quick, of course. Kind of thinking about putting in another week of vacation time. But weather's really good. It was only in the 90s. Usually by now we would have had 3 weeks straight of 110 plus. So I guess global warming is fake, right? Don't get me started on that. Anyway, I spent way too much time looking at the charts. More time than I've spent in a long time. Ironically, after having a poll last week of could you go 24 hours with looking at the charts, and 75% or so, the last time I checked, said you could, which is bullshit. Bunch of freaking liars. Why does that look so weird? Oh. All right. JT in the house. How you doing, brother? What are you up to this morning? It's a Monday, so you're probably not mowing the lawn. Maybe waxing some Teslas, pumping some iron in the warehouse. What do you got going on, brother? What's the weather been like for you? All right, let's see what we got going on. Stock market. Oh, actually. Oh no. Oh no. It rang last night, waiting for it to dry. Then I'm gonna cut some grass. I already did pump iron, and hell yeah, I need to pump iron today. I'm trying to pump more iron, like go to 2 to 3 times a week. I'm gonna start taking a new peptide today, this morning. I'm a little nervous. Imperellin and CJC something. See what we got going on. I knew what you meant. S&P up 8, Nasdaq up 83. It was up more. The dollar's up 61 cents. Dollar's kind of turning around on this tariff news. So Trump was out cheating at golf and making some tariff deals. Hey, I'm all right with him cheating at golf. Good for him. Volatility up 31 cents, but down to 15. That's come down quite a bit. I haven't been paying attention to that. The SPX M2 continuing to creep up. Getting in the, this is the oh shit zone. Coinbase down $2, head up $1.40. SoFi been at $21. Kind of forming a bull flag. MicroStrategy forming something. Tesla up $1.317. Circle flat, SEP up 99 cents. Jimmy down. Piece of, like, come on, bro. Why would you be in this stock? Apparently they have like 9 billion in cash. Literally burning its value away. Buy the Bitcoin, bro. It's not that hard. Buy Bitcoin, then do a stock offering, buy more Bitcoin, accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can. Who cares what price it is? All you gotta do is, and then you're gonna look like an idiot in the bear market, but that's fine. Just have enough cash to get through to the next bull market, and you'll look like a champ. BMNR, $40. I should get out of this one. Should have got out when I was up 500, 600, $700. That game link, Sharp Leak or whatever bought like another, I don't know, ridiculous amount of Ethereum this weekend. Palantir 160. In blue skies. Blue skies is all-time highs, price discovery. Microsoft, blue skies. I was pounding the table on this one at sub like 400, but at the same time, the $400 stock, and I wasn't going to call it a silver platter. I mean, I didn't think it was going to 2x, but I thought it was a very solid stock to get into. Nvidia, same thing, below 100. I was pounding the table. I didn't call it a silver platter. I didn't know that it could 2x. Are you kidding me? It's a 4 trillion. So to go up another $25, probably add another trillion to the balance sheet. Insane. CoreWeave is really interesting to me right here. This is one that I had said I thought got way too expensive off AI and NVIDIA hype. At a certain point, this one gets interesting. I don't know crap about their profit and loss and all that crap. So Apple 213. Someone posted that they were going to use, I don't know, something they post on Twitter. It was probably a lie. A lot of lies on Twitter lately. People just post shit on Twitter with just completely fake news. Because Elon fired all the engineers. Tesla's Twitter's kind of become a like just a wasteland of crap. AMD doing really well. Another one I pounded the table on. I love this one, like around 100 or so. I didn't really talk about it much though, until it got to like 130, 140, and even then it was just like, it's actually doing better than I would have expected this quickly, to be quite honest. SMCI, Yawn, SMLR. This is a stupid Bitcoin holding company. Try to be. Reddit, don't really pay attention to that one. They should start buying Bitcoin. Netflix, Square recently got it added to the S&P. Don't ask me why. Square ass, boring ass company. PayPal, boring. AMC, boring. Oh, what are bonds doing? Bonds down 9 ticks. That's not going to get a rate cut this week. Some people are on Twitter like, ooh, man, tariffs are done. Rate cuts for sure. Idiots. Rocket Lab down a buck. That's good for my covered calls. Rocket Lab down a buck, but my covered calls are only up like a, I don't even know how to calculate that. $1 a call? That doesn't seem right. Is this market not open? I think Polar tastes weird. I wonder if that was a bad batch. Link down. Ethereum down a bit. Ethereum did get over. I mean, Ethereum doesn't look that bad. 38.50. Come on, Coinbase. Why is Coinbase down, bro? It was $400 last night. Should have kept the covered calls on. I wanted this to be up so I could put covered calls on again. I mean, I can get, should do that. Well, 53 days out. Coinbase can easily go on a run and go over 500. Yeah, boring ass, cuck ass beta chat today. 5 people in the house, 3 likes. JT's the only one talking. Bunch of cucks in the house, bro. I'm the only one on Rumble. All right, let's get into crypto, I guess. Really expecting it to be up more today. Pretty disappointed. We got the crypto thing happening on Wednesday. The rate cut happening on Wednesday. A lot of people, not a lot of people, I saw one person saying that I kind of respect, saying altcoin season starts in August. Let's put that to the test. Or it always starts in August? I don't know that that's true. I remember starting it in like January. Oh, it started back up again in August, I guess. Yeah, it started in January, bro. Here's ADA at 30 cents. And by May, it was 250. Pulled all the way down. And then August, it did pump up. That was a double. Oh, you know what? I remember in 2017, maybe it did start around August. November. Well, we can't look at ADA in 2017. Brand new. Let's see what ETH did. Is that August? January? Oh no, we need to go. Give us an August. I don't really think you can. I mean, here's August. It went up, but then it went down lower. So that theory's busted. Busted, bro. Just because it did once don't mean nothing, bro. All right, total 3.86. I mean, we're near 4 trillion in it. Feeling kind of like, I don't know. Is it feeling heavy? Are we feeling bullish? How are we feeling? The total's at total 2 is at 151. We haven't looked at this in a while. All-time high on this is 1.71. This is everything minus Bitcoin. Total 3 is everything minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. It actually hit all-time high recently. And right at it. That just means Ethereum is like, why, bro? Bitcoin dominance. Kind of coming down to this fib. Is it gonna back test? Is it gonna go back up? Is it gonna fail? Bitcoin at 118.4. Ethereum at 38.40. Ethereum been in this like 38 handle. Cardano kind of between like 81 and 84. Solana between like 190. 170, 175 and 200. A lot of just consolidation. Accumulation for the next leg up. Bitcoin forming a nice little bull flag. Can last, a little bit longer. Next leg up. I don't know what's going to cause it to happen. Ethereum kind of the same thing. And there's always the possibility of like some really bad news comes out for one reason or another and we go down. I look at my balance every day and just say, take some profits. I was thinking like, I think if Cardano got to $2 anytime soon, I might sell like 10%. I might sell just a nice little 10%. Put like 50 racks in the bank. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? 50 racks in the bank would give me like some, 50 to 100 racks in the bank would be pretty dope. And so plenty of crypto out there. Oh, man. Boring ass market, bro. You know what they say? Never short a dull market. This is dull AF, bro. Dull AF. I can't even. Ooh, I take this. I take this exact one. I've been taking all these supplements that are supposed to help with insulin sensitivity. Doesn't really seem to be, been dieting my ass off the last couple weeks. I only had pizza once this weekend. 2 weekends in a row, I only had it once. Typically, I would have it Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Last 2 weekends, I had it Saturday for lunch. So, you don't get that big insulin spike at night. I've been drinking Ramble Time. I've been drinking apple cider vinegar before every meal. Taking Dr. Rhonda Patrick and that other doctor's advice that greatly reduces insulin. What that? This keyboard starting to go out. I've been on most meals, not all meals, been eating my vegetables first. Eat vegetables, typically broccoli, sometimes carrots first, because that's supposed to reduce insulin spikes. Have it with done broccoli. Yeah, so I'll drink apple cider vinegar and I'll put broccoli in a bowl and pour some olive oil on it and I'll eat that first. Take some profit and redo the kitchen and yeah, I need to do the kitchen, the flooring, and windows and furniture for sure. But that's like 50,000 right there, easy or close to it, I bet. Like the only thing I'm gonna do in the kitchen is put in a new oven and paint the cabinets. I'm eventually maybe get a new countertop, but I just I don't want to spend a bunch of money on this house. Just nice little things here and there so that if I sell it, I can move on. What do you mean have it done with broccoli? Is there something special about broccoli? Because you bring that up every time. Try and eat a thing of broccoli. Still be hungry. Easy, bro. Yeah, I do with broccoli, bitch. Have it with some. Yep. Already way ahead of you. Ray Dalio recommends holding 15% of your portfolio on Bitcoin. Too low, in my opinion. 20 plus. JT, get some IBIT in your portfolio, dude. You're making a mistake. Although I don't know about buying it now. Wait, if you don't buy Bitcoin in the bear market, bro, and this time, I keep hearing this time's different. There is going to be no bear market. There's going to be a bear market. Put Bitcoin in your portfolio, bro. Stop being, get your head out of the 1930s. Only 14% of adults own Bitcoin? That doesn't seem right. It might be. We are about 6 weeks away from football. Getting pretty excited. It seems like a long time though, bro. Like I'm trying to get. I was looking at the calendar. How many weekends? A lot of weekends, bro. 6 weeks is a long. It's gonna come quick, but at the same time, man, I'm ready for it. I mean, preseason starts next weekend, but who cares? I don't even think Kansas City. I don't even know if I'll be able to watch any of the Kansas City Chiefs preseason games. It's crazy that preseason's next week, and they just started putting pads on this week. Last weekend, broccoli and chicken is great. SPX 6900 flips Trump. You got in the wrong one, Ricky. I'll be riding this pony the next few months. What is this? Pony? I don't know what this. Well, Les in the house. How you doing, brother? I need some really good pots and pans. PayPal enables Bitcoin and crypto payments. Yawn. Yawn. Zondo season. This guy, he's constantly Ondo. Gladiators, costly god candles. This is such a. Why do I even look at Twitter, bro? Oh, because I pay $40 a month. Bugs turns 85 today, one of the greatest cartoons of all time. The macro chart of Bitcoin shows we are on track up, trending within our stage 2 up channel. Don't expect this to end until the dots stop grinding green. There was a breakout error. I want to get Alpha Trends, but it's too expensive, bro. If I can make multiple millions this bull run, I'll get this at least for a year. But $1,300 just for the Alpha bundle, that's a lot of money, bro. And then if I want the screener, another $1,300. This guy's probably making so much money. What was that? Crypto Face? Does he still sell that shit? Does that anyone use that anymore? Remember that used to be big last bull run. Big Boy used it and would sell it, and if other people would use it and sell it, he charged a lot of money for that piece of shit. Little bit of Ondo in my life. Wow, bros, it's 7 a.m. Rocket Lab testing. I'm looking to add more. Let's check in on Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab down $2 and 100. So we've made $30 a call today. We're at 99 cents. Oh, we're at 50% profit on these in 5 days. Greater than, well, right at about 55%. Coinbase down 7. Head up 70. Why is Coinbase down, bro? This makes no sense. Let's see if we can get out of these at 50% profit. Oh, mid's 122. Wait. So they're at about okay, we're only up about 60, 40, 35%. I put in a buyback at half price. They're currently trading at about a 137. We made $360 off these divided by 5. On over $70 per, 70 cents off per share. We've lowered our cost basis so far. Not bad, bro. Yeah, should have kept those Coinbase and hood covered calls on. Gosh darn it, dude. E-mini S&P is barely green. Up 3. NASDAQ's up 95. Earnings season kind of kicks off pretty hard this week. A lot of earnings this week. Let's take a look. So tasty in the morning. Throw that coffee down your throat hole. We got UNH tomorrow. UPS tomorrow. UPS is kind of like UPS is doing well. It means people are spending money because they're getting Amazon packages and shit. These look like some. I thought there was some big ones this week. Starbucks. I think it gets bigger next week. Lots of earnings. Microsoft. Yeah, why wasn't that? Microsoft Wednesday. eBay. Qualcomm. Comcast Thursday. Amazon Thursday. Coinbase Thursday. Oh yeah. Why is Coinbase down, bro? Is some info leaked? What is FANG? Is that an ETF or something? I feel like this is some kind of triple leveraged ETF. FANG. Diamondback Energy. They changed their ticker to trick people into buying it. Caterpillar. Man, this thing's $400. Amgen. I think that's a biotech I traded back in the day. Hell's HODL. VanEck Bitcoin. All right. It's just kind of stalling right now. Again, 80,000 Bitcoin were dumped on the market last week. 8 billion. When Germany sold 2 billion, it tanked us. When was that? And this was on the market. This was not OTC. So that's pretty bullish if you ask me. Peter in the house. Looks pretty douchey. You look pretty douchey. Like, why are you hating I watched the first 5 minutes of the movie and I'm just like, this movie looks dumb as hell. I'm not really in the mood for a really stupid over the top remake of Happy Gilmore. That's just mostly cameos and callbacks and whatever. But everyone said Kelsey seemed great in it. So I don't know why you got to be like, I don't know why everyone has to hate Kelsey so much, bro. Like, is it just jealousy? Did you hate Kelsey before Taylor Swift, or did Taylor Swift put you over the top? Is it the fact that he's the second greatest wide receiver to ever play the game and on the heels of potentially being the number one wide receiver? I mean, is that part of it? Is that part of the problem? I'm just curious. He's currently the second greatest wide receiver to ever play the game. And he's like a couple postseason touchdowns away from being the greatest. He has a great life. Is that the problem? Triggered. I've been triggered. And that wasn't trigger bait, Ricky. I do think Sinners is better than No Country for Old Men. Personal take. Hot take. Maybe unpopular opinion, as all the cool people on Twitter say. I see quite a few people like saying Sinners was it wasn't that it was just like, yeah. Someone recently posted, anyone seen Sinners? And half the people were like, it was okay. It's stupid. Shit take. It's my enjoyment. I thoroughly enjoyed Sinners. I didn't enjoy No Country for Old Men. It was just I don't. Oh, first of all, it's kind of weird. Like there are parts of it I'm like, this is good, but someone getting a nail shot into their head, kind of, it's like that's the kind of thing I don't enjoy watching. You know what I'm saying? Oh, spoiler alert! You guys ever watch Ray Donovan? Jiminy Christmas. That came out of left field with a show that has been off the air for like 4 years now. Yeah, I watched that show. I liked it at first, but it got kind of stupid later on. It was really good, but it got kind of stupid. The writing got kind of shit. The chick from Deadwood's on that. Ray Donovan's wife was the whore on Deadwood. Just in, PayPal will allow merchants to accept crypto payments. Who gives a shit? Is that a show you found this weekend and started watching? Yeah. Buck, I don't know how far you're in, but the show gets stupid. I like that guy too. The guy that plays Ray Donovan. What else is he been in? Liv Skibler, Liv Schiebler, Schreiber, Liv. Paula Malcolmson was the wife, the whore. Susan Sarandon. I feel like that's about when the show started getting kind of bad. Denise Crosby. That's Tasha Yar. She was on Suits. She was pretty hot, but you can tell she smokes a lot. Known for Star Trek is not going to be what she's not known for. I'm pretty sure this. Maybe I got this chick wrong. I could have sworn she was Star Trek. There's no way, bro. Star Trek. Yeah. Tasha Yar. And I don't see the show. Star Trek The Next Generation. Lieutenant Tasha Yar. The guy that plays Ray is on X-Men. Yeah, I'm on the last series, I guess you call it. And it's, yeah. It was really good in the beginning, but a lot of shows, the writing just gets sloppy. They just keep it going. I think he's Wolverine's brother. I did not know that. Like, is there a new X-Men or something? What are you talking about? X-Men Wolverine? I seen that movie. I don't remember him in it. I think I seen that movie. Yeah, I seen that movie. I like that one. I'm not big on the whole Ray Donovan the movie. I remember that. I don't even know if I watched that, to be honest. All right, Bitcoin 118.4, Ethereum 38.40. because I was muted. Thank you, JT. I didn't even realize that. Talking about Tesla. I don't even know how that got muted, to be honest. You want to taste my General, Sal? LWLG, easy one to continue stacking. I had that on last week. Let's see how I would have done if I would have kept it on. I paid $269. That's $271. Give me a break. Sweet Treasury, a non-back spot. Sweet did really well over the weekend. I don't know what it's doing right now. It was over 4, like 430. Probably pulled back a little. My recent silver platter calls barely holding up. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of red action right now. A little bit of dip action. Ondo, yeah, it looks like we're coming down. I fixed it. You told me that I was muted. You just didn't realize it. And I didn't realize it. Mosquitoes are annoying AF. Now they're also dangerous. Thank you. Oh, give me a break. This whole Bill Gates shit. This whole Bill Gates tinfoil hat shit, bro. Kalshi now sees a 95% chance of no change. There's a 100% chance. Been saying that for weeks. All I had to do was look at the bond chart. You guys getting tired of me talking about bonds and no rate cuts? I mean, I don't blame you. ETH is a 10K coin. Apparently, it's only about a 3,800K coin. Guarding your chick's box with a Phillies flat brim on is insane. Is he like that's gonna get me in trouble on YouTube? But I think he was, FB and just in SharpLink Gaming purchased another 295 million Ethereum. Why is the price going down? They should have waited. I'm so tempted to sell, bro. The second I sell, this shit skyrockets. The pain. This has been the longest, hardest, mentally exhausting, stress inducing bear market ever. Anyone else just feel like are they just so over it, bro? They can't wait to get out. All time high what? All time high stress levels, all time high sick of it. Two low cap altcoins to watch this season: Arrow and Black. Okay, bro. Like your hairstyle. That's Scott Redler. Yep. Male versus female brain differences and how they arise from. I'll tell you the difference. Females like to nag, and be emotional, and then nag some more. Nag. That's the difference. They love to nag. They nag themselves, fall asleep nagging, then wake up, immediately start nagging. This guy gives his bull case that ASTS is going to 1,500 a share by 2030. My God, this guy's a Kool-Aid sipper. $30x. Ugh. Barely up on my BMNR. Coinbase now down to 9. Les can't wait to sell. You thought about it? You're right. After you sell, that's when it. Yep. Yeah, I'm giving it this. I don't know, dude. If I were to sell right now, like I seriously consider it. Even just selling like 30% of it would be a nice little, and I would still have some on, but you're going to look at the charts more after you sell. And then what? You're going to wish it goes down, and then your idiot ass will buy back in cheaper. I just want to just give us the stupid bull run already, bro. 10K Ethereum, $10 Cardano. I'd be ecstatic, obviously. ETH looks like we're going to test the track line. Looks like you're going to test my patience. Oh, yeah, look at that. I don't know why the market's like down, to be honest. All these Bitcoin and Ethereum companies buying hundreds of millions. Like, what's causing it to go down? Is it just retail coming in and leverage long and then just getting wrecked? Need to flush out the idiots. Mara, a mining company. This is insane. They're selling, they raised 900 billion, bro. My apologies. I got that wrong. 900 million. They raised almost $1 billion to buy Bitcoin. Like, that is crazy. One of the biggest Bitcoin mining companies in the world. Usually they're mining Bitcoin and selling some to pay the bills. Is buying Bitcoin like MicroStrategy. Oh, I wanted to look at this guy's website on Cardano. It's annoying that you don't have a dark mode. This is some website that shows you like, it's only 2. Can you not change these? Snack, risk level medium, strike. There's some website that shows you stuff about like CNTs. I don't know. I guess you can't change it to The work in progress. Show more. Sentiment. Neutral. No significant. Neutral. Consolidate. All right. Well, at least he looks like he's building something. Gold and silver puking. Got the normal spike gap fill. Bitcoin 118.2. I mean, there's gaps on the SPX. There's a gap fill on the SPY. Couple of them. A few. A handful of them. Coinbase down 10. That's freaking great. Why is this thing down? Seriously. Why didn't I keep my covered calls on? One of the best companies out there right now. This is the future, a future, massive future bank. Both traditional and blockchain. They're a juggernaut, bro. BTCS has acquired 14 ETH. Is that 14,000 or 14? 14,000. Samsung secures 16.5 billion multi. This has been unverified, but apparently Samsung's going to be making some chips for Tesla. I used to play track and field. There was a trick where you could take a pencil and then they put guards on it so that you couldn't do that. Anyone remember that? Francois, were you out there, bitch? You can live without fiber. Jason in the house. I figured if Jason was around, he would remember. How you doing, brother? I'm so used to you not being around lately. So I just assumed you weren't out there. Good to see you. I'm excited. That just made my day. Beefy, chill. Mo Baggins in the house. What's going on with Epstein? No one's talking about that shit. That chatter's kind of died down. Like, is Trump's strategy working? Who is this sexy mofo? Thank you, Kurt. What's the trick? Oh, you mean Trump's trick? Misdirection with Maxine or Maxwell or talking about other shit. This and sleight of hand that. Dropping MLK files. Poster for a great band. Oh, the track and field trick. There's two buttons that you would have to hit really fast. So you would do events like running and shit. And the faster you can hit the two buttons, the faster you would go in the game. but people would put a pencil in their finger like this and just hit the one side of the pencil, and it would be like a seesaw that you would go. It would just make it go. And then they put these plastic guards around the button so you couldn't do it anymore. But then it also like you can F your hands up. That was 1980s hacking, bro. That was like someone posted a Twitter post of just like a bunch of kids on their bike. And they were like, how many of you would just ride bikes all day long? Kind of like the caption. Come on, Jason. You know that's what we used to back in the day. It was you would be on your bike all day long, or a big part of the day, bro. Like now you ask kids these days 3 things they can't live without. It's going to be their Xbox, their cell phone, all day. Their Xbox, their cell phone, and their Pokemon cards. It's going to be the Xbox and their cell phone and their like gaming iPad or some shit. Back in the day, it was your bike, bro. You didn't need anything but a bike and like a football and a basketball. Go everywhere. You know what's crazy? There's some kids in my neighborhood, I live kind of like, I would say the suburbs, the edge of town. There's legit kids riding around the streets on motorbikes with helmets and shit and going fast, dude. Kind of coming back around. Like that would be me back in the day. I was riding motorcycles before kindergarten. I had a 50. I put myself in the hospital at the age of like 4.5, but I'd been riding motorcycles around like a farm and shit, not in the city, you know. But we would go out to the river. I would be in 2nd, 3rd grade. I would be out in the river jumping bikes and crazy. Kindergarten, 5 hours minimum, bro. You would ride your bike around town to the pool. Go play a game of Speed. Speed was the best. Oh, Coinbase, bro. What the shit is going on? This is depressing. Doesn't make much sense. I thought today was going to be a good day. I didn't think I was going to need my AK. But Sheila, get my AK. Cardano 80.5. That ain't bad. Bitcoin 117.9. What's ETH BTC doing? Down a hair. This is a good signal of alt season coming, as is Bitcoin dominance dropping. All right, boys and girls. I got some peptides to inject. Devontae Adams thinks he can get to 2K. Come on, bro. Kool-Aid sipping. ETH over here, whacking off. Is that supposed to be a whacking off joke? Wells are dumping ETH for ADA? I don't think that's true. I was thinking that the biggest things the biggest thing Cardano has a couple really big things going for it. Number one is its price. It's 80 cents. Simps can relate to 80 cents. So it's a top 10 coin. That's one of the reasons Dogecoin's attractive too. But even Solana at $187 seems kind of expensive to a lot of people. So you got to think like a dummy. Like you got to think like Ricky, bro. Dogecoin 23 cents. Cardano 80 cents. And then you hear idiots saying how Doge can go to $10 and Cardano can go to $20. You're like, I can get behind that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do think if we can get an alt season, even though Cardano is not really doing much, the same old shit. Nothing fancy. Oh, Hydra. I don't even think they're working on Laos really. Oh, Midnight. Oh, Midnight. I mean, great. Let Midnight come out and let us get an alt season and let's pump up the coin. But when the bear market comes, it's coming hard for Cardano. And I probably won't be buying back into it, to be honest. I won't be like rooting against it. And we'll be blocking everyone on Twitter that talks about Cardano. I will be blocking Charles Hoskinson just so I don't have to hear his nonsense. He's like Elon constantly posting his opinion on everything. Like hands down way worse than Charles. But Charles, pretty close second, bro. I don't know. I felt kind of like I'm piling on a little extra heavy on Charles. I used to love Charles. I don't hate him. He's just annoying. I hated that Charles channel on Discord. Oh yeah, because he wouldn't shut up, bro. There was never any there's never any real. I hated it too. Relax, it's just a back test. Or maybe Bitcoin. Matthew Lake saying we could come down a lot more. I hope not, bro. Yeah, I was looking at, I got the same little, no, I got a bull flag. He's got some wedge. I think this is exactly as predicted, bro. Exactly as predicted. To normies, MC isn't a thing. The smaller the price of the asset, the higher the upside. Yep. That's like someone posted Ripple going to $1,000, and that ended up being like a 20 trillion market cap or something. I mean, come on. That's one thing that kind of sucks about Cardano is it takes a lot of money to move the price up because there's 35 billion coins. 36.2, 38, 36.2. You wonder why Hustler's going up. I want to watch Tesla's going up. Bitcoin back over at 118. What did you mean when you said Hustler? Yeah, Tesla's up 8. Come on, Coinbase. This just doesn't make any sense, bro. People were short. People are short it because it got so high. Eventually, this will find support. And there can be a nice little squeeze with good earnings. That's what's going on here. People are actively shorting it because they think it's a lot of liquidity, and it did go up pretty insane. I meant Tesla. That's kind of what I assumed, but I don't know how your text to speech could get it that wrong. Galaxy test failed for now. That was a stupid. Oh, here's Crypto Face. This is the fourth consecutive week we have a crypto pump on the weekend. Such an insightful. Yeah, market cipher. Let's buy this, guys. I wonder how much money he's made off this scam. 1,500. Oh, you can buy a lifetime for 1,500. It's gone down in price. It used to be like 1,500 for the year. I would get Alpha Bundle if it wasn't so damn expensive. And I don't even know that I don't really, you don't need something like Alpha Bundle. I don't even know if there's an edge. Sometimes I just want to buy dumb shit. Sometimes I just want to throw money down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? You guys get like that? You just, like, I'm just going to throw some money down the toilet. I'm going to go buy this exercise bike because I need a new rack to hang my clothes on. DCA Live has Marty Party on it. Clown, clown. They sold a lot of it. But some existing Bitcoin whales, some treasury companies. Clown, bro. Fire sale. They literally sold out all 80,000 over the course of a few weeks. I think it was about 2 weeks. And Bitcoin's price went down, guys, what, 4,800 and recovered almost back to all. I don't know who this Jacob guy is. It's, I think, the greatest stress test of Bitcoin in history. If this doesn't change people's minds about this market, I agree. That was a great stress test. And right now, it's very hard to convince people. You can present them with all the facts in the world. Bears are bears. They don't understand the technology. They don't understand the strategy. And there's nothing you can do. This, if they're not convinced, after 80,000 Bitcoin was sold on the open market, that the buy walls, the buy pressure from reserve treasury companies is right below the price right now. If you look at the order book, it's right below the price. I don't know what will ever convince them.
There's an interesting twist that I don't see anybody talking about regarding this 80,000 Bitcoin. There used to be, back in 2011, a company called mybitcoin.com, and they went down for a week, and then they disclosed a week later, oh yeah, we've been hacked, we lost 80,000 Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin, according to the crypto quant CEO, Ki-Young Ju, that moved. So it was stolen Bitcoin or hacked Bitcoin or an inside job. That's interesting. Did anybody hear about that?
There's been extensive papers written. There's been so many theses written about this 80,000 Bitcoin. I don't even want to go there. I've seen from the conspiratorial side where it's the Solomon brothers, and Mike Novogratz used to work for Goldman Sachs. He had an inside deal with the Solomon brothers who went liquidated, had all this Bitcoin, found the keys. I've heard the whole conspiracy side, and all the way to the more, verified side, where I went and dug deep on these wallets and found them to be original Genesis mined which is actually called Coinbase. I don't know if anyone knows, all the audience out there, you want to learn something. When you mine the original Bitcoin, the Genesis mine of Bitcoin was called Coinbase. Actually, on the Bitcoin transaction, it's written Coinbase. So most of these were original Coinbase Bitcoin from the first mine. So they are ancient mined coin from the Satoshi era. I don't think there's anything to say other than somebody mined these for 58 cents and sold them for 100,000. And you've got to stop sell shaming. That is a terrific trade, whoever that was. Congratulations.
Look at him. Look at him. Goofy looking. But he made his profile look like he's all handsome and shit with hair and cool glasses. Well, I don't understand. He's bald there. Anyway, these two massive Solana and Bitcoin shills, and now a bit of SWE.
Hold in the pattern that we are now, right around 116 and 118K.
So this guy's probably a massive Solana guy too.
It's the buy pressure that is still there.
Yeah, exactly. Very big point. Now, we have another piece of breaking news that could be a massive tailwind. The question is, will it happen or will it be another nothing burger? This is the big SBR announcement that's happening on Wednesday. Trump White House will release a report on how they can stack Bitcoin.
Do you think anything's going to come from this SBR shit anytime soon? The tappers strike again? Oh, the yappers? Yeah. All right, boys and girls. I've been seeing a lot of people posting like who blocked them. Anyone else get sick of that? Hey, Grok, who's the most famous person to visit my timeline lately? Ugh, that was so annoying. Wonder. Yeah, if I were to ask Grok, hey, Grok, who was the most famous person to list the top 10 people to visit my profile? You don't need to tag him. It'd be Donald Trump, Alex Jones, Michael Saylor, Patrick Mahomes, Shardy B, Rihanna, Shardy B's cautious. All right, Coinbase down 14. Come on, bro. Can we just take a chill pill here? Bitcoin 118.4, Ethereum 37.90, Cardano 80 cents, Solana 187. All right. You all have a great day. Thank you for hitting the like. Thank you. Ooh, actually, let's check things. Guess I should put the chapters in. Six likes, not bad. For a boring ass day. Let's see how the channel was over 1,400 again. I mean, this is a bullish indicator right here. That means a little bit of people are starting to get in. This is honestly the best indicator we got. Not Bitcoin dominance, not Ethereum dominance, none of that, bro. If this number is going up, not Google searches, it's my channel. The more, like 10 in the last 28 days, bro. Are you kidding me? People are definitely getting interested in crypto again.